Welcome to my weekend in North Carolina, a weekend of solitude, no screens, or very minimal screens because I'm hoping not to consume but to create. But I wanted to, for the most part, read a book and just enjoy nature. As you can see, my skin's pretty bad, so I want to not touch my skin, not pick it. Face mask, relax in the sun. I'm wearing these cute overalls I thrifted 2 years ago at this point on the coast of North Carolina, and it feels so good to be back in North Carolina, my favorite state. And tonight for dinner we're making smash burgers. Well, not we, just I. And I have this fresh heirloom tomato. Look how gorgeous she is. She's local. I just came from Virginia, so most of these things are from Virginia. I got the cutest sourdough loaf. I mean, look at that. It has a heart on it. Can this not be any cuter? It smells delicious. Also from Virginia. Picked it up this morning. And some Wagyu beef, locally from a ranch in Charlottesville, Virginia. I have a head of lettuce. And those are my ingredients for these smash burgers. I am so excited to be here. I have a beautiful bathtub, so I can't wait to relax there tonight. And tomorrow I'm thinking I'm gonna swim in the river and just lounge on the rock. Part of me really wants to go swim in the river today, but I have not ate. I've only had homemade banana bread that I made and a bagel and cream cheese. So your girl is hungry, and lots of bread, but more bread to be consumed. Anyways, let's get to cooking. Welcome to Malgusha's kitchen. I am so excited. Okay, I have the most fresh ingredients, so I have very minimal spices with me, but I'm only going to be utilizing pepper and salt since this is really high quality beef, Wagyu beef, and fresh sourdough as my hamburger buns, same with the local tomato. So I'm expecting this meal to turn out really good since everything's very fresh and locally grown. There's my beef, and we have pepper, salt, and just mix that in real well. I am just so happy to be here. I don't know why. I've been living a great life so far, even like these last few weeks. So I did a road trip with my mom through Canada, and we went to Niagara Falls, and then Toronto, Montreal, Quebec. We did Bar Harbor, Maine, and then I lived in a beautiful house on the coast of Maine for 30 weeks. And then I continued my drive down the coast of Maine. And in Maine it was really lovely. I loved my time there. I think it was a good time to decompress. But the weather was so cold, so it wasn't great to go outside. And then I was kind of go after Maine in a good way. I had to travel for work. I also had a family trip to Banff. I visited some friends in Boston, in New York City, and I drove through all of these places. Mind you, driving in Boston and New York City is not for the weak, especially Boston, or in general the Northeast. Maine people were so slow on the highways, which is safe, but Boston people are rude, and then same with like the highways in those areas. I mean, it was not fun. Also, looking at this, I'm gonna have so many burgers. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with all this. I'm very go, and then I had a pit stop in Virginia for a few days, but in a very residential area, so it didn't feel like an escape, whereas this feels like a very true escape. It's beautiful here, there's not many people here, and no TVs, no one to take care of because I was taking care of 2 kitties in Virginia, and I'm just excited to just take care of myself and just relax. That's all I want to do, and I want to read a physical book because I have been doing audiobooks since I've been driving a lot. I really just want to open up a book. Okay, smash burger time. It's time to get this skillet really hot. So we're gonna let that heat up. In the meantime, I think I'm just gonna prep all the veggies. So good. I made my beef patties. Only 3 of them are actual smash burgers because it got way too smoky in here, and I did not want to do that to their place. So we have some really good smash burger patties. They're not as thin as I'd like them. I didn't have everything I needed, okay? Don't judge. But I could tell this meal is going to be so good because I've already nibbled basically an entire patty, and it tastes delicious. So fresh sourdough as my bun. This will be the top. I think I have some mayo. Mayo. Have our lettuce. Tomato. 2 smash burger patties. Onion. Cheese. I mean, does that not look amazing? Wow. I mean, I'm not even exaggerating, that is so good. I have ketchup and mustard, but I don't even think I'm going to put it on there because I'm worried it's going to take away from the meat and the quality of this, because this is actually outstanding. This is so good. I look kind of crazy. My face looks really shiny, but that's because I put a face mask on. Anyways, I just took a bath and now I'm gonna read in bed. I'm reading The Silent Patient, which typically I'm not a big fan of thrillers, especially when I'm staying solo somewhere. I think it's gonna give me the heebie-jeebies a little bit, but oh well. It'll help me keep me on the edge of the seat. Anyways, after my bath, I just stood out on the porch area for a little bit, listening to the whir of the river and looking at the stars, which are so bright, and across the river on the other side, against the trees, you can kind of just see little flashing lights. There's so many fireflies, and there's so many where it feels as if your eyes are playing tricks on you, but it's magical. And the funny thing is, my best friend a few days ago, she's planning on visiting me when I'm in Asheville, and she says she really wants to see fireflies. So if there's so many here, I'm sure there's some there, and if not, we'll have to do a little camping trip. But I'm so excited for her to see some, and I wish she was here with me. All right, y'all, it's 7 a.m. It's beautiful outside, although it's quite cloudy, and I think it's supposed to be cloudy today. I really hope it's not cloudy all evening, because I really want to stargaze tonight. I'm feeling so tired, but let's make a coffee. I have this local milk as well, Homestead Creamery. The milk tastes really good. Of course, they have a little coffee pot, but I'm gonna use my mocha pot. So here's my own coffee. I can't wait to try my coffee beans I bought from a cafe alongside the road in Maine. Okay, so our coffee's on the stove top. Now let's do our milk. I want a salted maple latte today. Even though I typically don't add anything because this milk is just too good to hide the taste of. But I'm feeling something on the sweeter side. Salt. Now I'm gonna wait till the coffee's done to froth up this milk. I got coconut yogurt. I've never had this before until now. I don't hate it. I don't know if I love it. I got strawberry. I've just seen people eat this, so I was intrigued. I've been craving a sweet escape. A few days of doing absolutely nothing, other than reading a good book, writing in my journal, swimming in a river, and staying far away from my phone and every other screen. As a little treat to myself, I booked the most magical Airbnb tucked away in the Pisgah Mountains. My only plans were to slow down, reignite my creativity, break that social media addiction, frolic in the river, spend time in nature, and remember what it feels like to feel free again. To experience summer again. To be outside, to be bored, to be creative. I had no idea these few days would end up giving me so much more than that. I walked down to the river, stumbling across the slippery rocks until I got to the perfect lounging sunbathing rock, or as my Airbnb host called it, the lizarding rock, which I love that name. I sat on that rock for hours, eating cheese and my favorite crackers, sipping rosé straight from the bottle, reading a thriller book, also reading The Artist's Way, writing in my journal, and snacking on sweet strawberries. Time just melted away. It was just me, the animals, the fish, the ducks, the butterflies, and even a deer, and the occasional motorcycle cruising by. I began to laugh to myself from pure joy. I just couldn't believe that this is where I got to be, in a beautiful place, a beautiful Airbnb, and I got to be there, basking on a rock in the middle of the river, having a picnic, a dream solo date, the solo artist date. Pure joy and creative ideas just oozing out of me, feeling so incredibly grateful, so happy, and so free. I'm living my best life. So after my little solo date by the river, I headed back to my quaint little Airbnb and ate my third consecutive homemade burger of the weekend. As the sun set, I ran a bath, poured myself another glass of crisp, chilled rosé wine, and soaked reading my book. I just bought this yesterday and I love it. If I had my own place and I'd have my own sewing machine, I would definitely be making patchwork clothing like this because I love a good patchwork piece, especially when there's lace, although this one doesn't have lace. But I love butter yellow and brown. I'm wearing it over this sundress and then another skirt underneath only because it's cold in the morning. As it gets warmer throughout the day, I'm gonna shed these layers off. I only have about 20 more minutes until I really need to start work. So I just wanna journal even more. I already did my morning pages, but I just wanna do some more reflections, some of the week 11 tasks, and just bask outside in the sun listening to the babble of the river. As the evening settled in, I watched thousands of fireflies light up the trees along the river, putting on the most magical show I've ever seen. And I climbed into bed, grateful for the day. Thank you, God. I went to a small church in town, and after Mass, the priest asked me in front of everyone where I was visiting from. I answered hesitantly, saying, everywhere and nowhere. I'm a nomad. And everyone began to laugh. I did too. My face turned beet red, I'm so sure. But then I was invited to a potluck after church. I spent the morning talking with complete strangers who were some of the kindest, most heartwarming people. If I'm being honest, I was expecting quite a little bit of judgment. That's something I've experienced a lot before, especially from older people. But instead, I was met with so much curiosity. Everyone wanted to hear about my travels. They asked me so many questions and made me feel so welcomed. It felt like a gentle reminder to stay true to who I am, to be confident in the life I've chosen, and not hide pieces of myself just because I'm afraid of being judged. Even if it's something as simple as saying I'm a nomad. You would think I would not feel judgment around this, but sometimes I think people have a negative connotation of this, or envision me living out of my car in grime and dirt and being just a mess, not having my life together. Which honestly may be the case sometimes, but I love this life I have, and I never want to take it for granted. And this is the second time this answer of mine led to an incredible unfolding of events after. I'm starting to think that there may be some magic behind these words. Good morning. And here we have this cute little kitchen. So when you walk in, there's this beautiful barn door. And if you know me, I love a sliding barn door like this. And here's the bathroom. It's beautiful. I already put some of my things in here. And also this drawing with charcoal is stunning. The sink. Here I am with my little cute overalls. And then get this. You have a beautiful view in a window of the little stream. But this is the best part. A giant, beautiful bathtub. And they even supplied some bubble bath, which this just looks like it's gonna smell so good. Cashmere cream. I can't wait. You know I'm gonna be taking a bath here tonight, maybe tomorrow, and after that, maybe every night. I mean, this is just the most stunning Airbnb ever. And you have a little living room and another barn door. Then you have the bedroom, and the window's currently open. Some fresh air. It's stunning. Got a painting over here. The closet. Not much to see here, but lots of room. And there is no TV, which I'm really excited about. Not that I ever really watch TV regardless, but if I do, it's on my laptop. I'm really wanting to take this weekend to be off of electronics, read my book, cook, dance, listen to music, and have a fabulous solo getaway. And you come onto this porch and you just enjoy time in nature. It's beautiful.
Archives on a feet.